Hi, superstars. It is time for math. We are on lesson 9-1. Count, read, and write 11 and 12. Let's look at our first problem. Carlos has a collection of toy cars. We're going to use red counters to show the number of cars that Carlos has. We're going to put them together in a way that they can be counted easily. And then using yellow counters, we are going to show the number of cars and put them together in a different way. So let's count the number of cars that Carlos has. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So let's use red counters to show 12 cars for Carlos. So what we'll do first is I'm going to make a 10 frame. So in our 10 frame, I'm going to put my red counters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then I'm going to start a new row for my extra counters. 11, 12. So here we have 12 counters to show the number of cars that Carlos has, and we're using a 10 frame. Now we are going to use yellow counters to show a different way. So I will put my yellow counters here. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So this is another way of showing the number of toy cars that Carlos has. There are 12 yellow counters. So if we look, we see that this is 12 and this is 12. We just put them in a different way. Using the 10 frame and adding the additional counters in a new row is easier because it shows us 10 and 2, and we know that that is 12. So both of them show 12 cars. They're just different ways of arranging them. All right, let's watch this short video.
What does the picture show? It shows some trucks. How can you tell how many trucks there are? You can count them. Let's count all the trucks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Why do you see an 11? There are 11 trucks in all. Let's show 11 with counters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. But the 10 frame is full. Where can counter 11 go?
We could make a new row for that 11th counter.
It can start a new row. How do the counters match the trucks?
Both are showing 11, right?
Both show 11. How are these ways to show 11 different?
If you look on the left, we have 11 trucks showing 11. And over here we have yellow counters showing 11.
One way shows 11 trucks. The other shows 11 counters. What number can you see in the dots? It is the number 11. Why is this number shown? 11 is how many trucks there are. If you trace the dots, what number will you write? You will write the number 11. Where do you start to trace? Start at this dot at the top. Trace down. Now trace the other one. Start at this dot at the top. Trace down. Read the number. It says 11. Now let's look at the number 12. How can you tell how many trucks there are?
We can count them.
You can count them. Let's count all the trucks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Why do you see a 12?
We just counted 12 trucks, so that is showing how many trucks there are.
There are 12 trucks in all. Let's show 12 with counters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Okay, we have 10. We need 2 more. So let's look and try it ourselves. We have 12 cars, and we are going to show 12 using these counters. So we're going to fill up our 10 frame. We know that there are 10 in our 10 frame when we fill it up. So you can count them. But we know that there are 10 in this 10 frame. If we have 10, we want the number 12. So how many more do you think we're going to have to add? 2 more. We're going to start adding them and making a new row. So we have 10 in our 10 frame, and we have 2 additional in a new row. And together, that makes 12.
But the 10 frame is full. Where can counters 11 and 12 go? They can start a new row. How do the counters match the trucks? Both show 12. How are these ways to show 12 different? One way shows 12 trucks. The other shows 12 counters. What number can you see in the dots? It is the number 12. Why is this number shown?
Because we have 12 trucks.
12 is how many trucks there are. If you trace the dots, what number will you write? You will write the number 12. Where do you start to trace?
We always start at the top.
Start at this dot at the top. Trace down. Now trace the 2. Start at this dot at the top. Trace down. Read the number. It says 12. You have learned to count, to read, and to write the numbers 11 and 12.
Let's look at our guided practice, number 1. We're going to count the cars in each group, and then we are going to practice writing the number that tells how many. So for number 1, how many yellow cars are there? Let's count. Remember when you're counting to draw a line or touch each car. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There are 11 yellow cars. So let's practice writing the number 11. And remember, we always start from the top and go down. So write that 3 times. The number 11. Let's go on to number 2. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to count them and we're going to draw a line through the ones we count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There are 12 cars. So let's practice writing the number 12. Always start from the top and go down. Start at that black dot. We go around. Let's keep practicing tracing our 12. All right, let's go on to the next page. Let's look at number 3. We're going to count the toys in each group, and then we're going to practice writing the number. So here are some balls. Let's start counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There are 11 balls. So let's practice writing the number 11. Always start from the top and go down. Number 4. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let's practice writing 12. We're on to number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And we're going to practice writing 12. All right, let's go on to number 6. I'm going to erase these. Let's count how many toys we have here. So we see a 10 frame, and we know that in this 10 frame there are 10. So we don't even have to count. When a 10 frame is full, we know that there are 10. So count on from 10. 10, 11. So let's write 11. And then let's write the number that comes after 11. So what number comes after 11? 12. That is correct. So let's write the number 12. Great job, superstars. I want you to continue on to the next page. You are doing a great job. Until next time, have a wonderful day. Bye.